The moment your cat decided you were their person, and you probably missed it. Your cat chose you, not slowly, not over months of cuddles and treats, in one single moment, a moment that lasted less than 3 seconds. Your cat looked at you and made a decision that changed both your lives forever. But here's what will break your heart a little. You were probably looking at your phone when it happened. Animal behaviorists have now identified the exact trigger, a specific thing you did, without even realizing it, that told your cat's brain, "This human is safe. This human is mine." And once you hear what it is, you're going to think back to one specific quiet Tuesday, one random afternoon, and you're going to know, that was the moment, and it was more beautiful than you ever realized. Every cat owner thinks the bond built slowly, treat by treat, day by day. The science says something completely different. By the end of this video, you will know the exact neurological trigger that caused your cat to choose you. You will know the 3 conditions that had to be present in the same moment. And you will know the one behavioral signal your cat sent you, right after the decision was made, that you almost certainly did not recognize for what it was. You've been carrying this memory your whole life with them. You just didn't know what it meant. Until now. Part 1. The science of the decision, why it happens in an instant. Most people picture their cat's love developing the way a friendship develops, gradually, through good experiences stacking up over time. But behavioral researchers who study feline attachment have discovered something that changes that picture entirely. Cats are what scientists call threshold attachment animals. Unlike dogs, who spread their affection across everyone in the household, a cat identifies one primary attachment figure, one person their nervous system designates as home base. And the shift from person I know to person who is mine doesn't happen gradually, it happens at a threshold. Like water reaching boiling point, the temperature rises slowly, but the moment of transformation from liquid to steam is instant. Below the threshold, you are familiar, tolerated, maybe even liked. Above it, you are chosen. And researchers who mapped this in multi-person households found something striking. The cats didn't show a range of attachment to different people. They showed a binary, chosen or not chosen. One person, one threshold, one moment. And it wasn't the person who fed them the most. It wasn't the person who played with them most. It was the person who made their nervous system feel something very specific. Safe. Part 2. The 3 conditions. What had to happen in that moment? Here is where it gets specific and personal. For the threshold to cross, for your cat to make the shift from person I know to person who is mine, 3 things had to happen in the same interaction, not over weeks, in one moment. Condition 1. Your cat made the move, not you reaching toward them, not you offering your hand or calling their name. Them, choosing to come to you. This is the cat's nervous system running its final check, testing one question. If I approach, what happens? Condition 2. You didn't pursue. You didn't reach for them. Didn't try to pick them up. Didn't escalate. You just let them come, as far as they wanted to come, and held still. In a cat's threat assessment model, this is unusual. Most humans reach. Most humans lean in. Most humans want more. But you didn't, and that made you unlike almost every other human in their experience. Condition 3. Something in your body settled. Not a grand gesture, not a conscious choice. Something small. A breath released. Your shoulders dropping, your body communicating, without words, that you were not going anywhere. Your nervous system relaxed. And a cat can read a nervous system. Cat initiates. Human receives without pursuit. Human body settles. Threshold crossed. Decision made. It was probably a Tuesday afternoon. You were probably doing something else. And your cat walked over and sat near you. And you barely looked up. That was it. That was the moment. Part 3. The timing. Why it wasn't the first week. Here is what surprises people most. The decision moment almost never happens in the first week. Researchers tracking cats into new homes found that the threshold crossing typically occurs between 3 and 8 weeks after arrival. Not because cats are slow to warm, but because cats are thorough. In those first weeks, your cat was building something, a model, a predictive map of who you are, how you move in the morning, what your voice sounds like when you're calm versus when you're stressed, whether you are consistent, whether the version of you they see today matches the version from yesterday. They were answering one question, not is this person kind, but is this person predictable? Because predictability is the architecture of safety, and safety is the only prerequisite for attachment. And when the data was sufficient, when the model was complete enough for their nervous system to finally drop its last assessment, they looked at you. And then they did something you might actually remember, if you know what to look for. They made eye contact, held it, and then slowly closed their eyes. That slow blink, that wasn't affection. That was the conclusion of the analysis. The decision had been made. Part 4. How to find your moment. The memory is still there. Now I want you to actually do something. With me. Right now. I want you to go back. Not to the first week. Not the novelty and the getting to know you. 3 to 8 weeks in. Think about a quiet moment. Afternoon. Morning maybe. You were home. You were doing something ordinary. And your cat appeared. Not because you called them. Not because food was involved. They just showed up. Near you. And sat down. Or touched your ankle as they passed. Or climbed somewhere near you and slowly closed their eyes. And you thought, oh, the cat is being friendly today. And went back to whatever you were doing. That was almost certainly your moment. It felt like nothing. It felt like a Tuesday. It felt completely unremarkable. But inside that 30-second interaction, your cat's nervous system was completing something it had been building toward for weeks. And you, by doing nothing more than existing calmly in your own home, crossed the threshold. You didn't earn it with grand gestures. You didn't win it with the most treats or the most attention. You earned it by being consistently, quietly, predictably yourself. And that was enough. That was more than enough. Part 5. What changed after? The weeks that followed. Here is what behavioral research documents about the weeks immediately after the decision moment. Everything accelerates. Before the threshold, your cat is friendly but still running assessments. After it, your cat begins investing in the bond. The welfare checking increases. Coming to find you when something uncertain happens in the house. Monitoring your breathing at night. Staying closer during illness. The slow blinks come more frequently, unprompted, across the room, just, I see you, you're mine, I'm yours. Their location preference shifts, from anywhere comfortable to wherever you are, and they begin something researchers call social referencing, looking to you first when something new or uncertain appears, using your reaction as their primary safety data point. Before the decision, they reference the environment for safety signals. After it, they reference you. You became their anchor, their safe base, their first source of information about whether the world is okay. Not because of anything dramatic, because you were there, and you were consistent. And one afternoon, you were calm and still and present. And that was exactly what their nervous system needed to finally decide. This one. This is my person. Think about your cat right now. Think about how they are with you, where they sleep, who they come to when something startles them, whose face they look at first when they're uncertain. All of that, every bit of it, is the inheritance of one moment, one quiet afternoon that felt like absolutely nothing. Your cat did not choose you because you were impressive. They did not choose you because you were the most attentive or the most prepared. They chose you because the ordinary, daily, consistent presence of you, the unperformed version of you, told their nervous system something that no grand gesture could have communicated. This one is safe. This one stays. And that cat, who made that decision on a quiet Tuesday that you don't even fully remember, has been organizing part of their emotional life around you ever since. Every welfare check at night, every slow blink across the room, every time they came to you when they were scared, it all traces back to that moment, to what you did without even knowing you were doing it. You were just there, calmly, quietly, consistently, and that was everything. Go find the memory. It's there. You'll feel it when you land on it. And tag someone who has a cat and has ever wondered if what they feel with them is real. Tell them, it was always real. The science just took a while to catch up. If this made you want to find your moment, hit subscribe. Every week we go deeper into what cats choose, feel, and remember, and what those choices say about the relationship you've built together. Next week, what your cat's brain experiences in the first 48 hours in a new home, and why what you do in that window sets the entire trajectory of your relationship. Whether you've already brought a cat home, or you're thinking about it, that video will change how you think about every first day. Drop a comment below. Tell me about your moment. You don't need to be certain it was the moment. Just tell me the first memory that surfaces when I describe it. A quiet afternoon, a cat that appeared, an unremarkable Tuesday. I want to hear every single one. And share this with a cat owner you know. Tell them, there is a moment in their past. It is worth finding.